Hello YouTube, I am Sebastian, founder of VentureQuest Academy, where I teach strategy to startups and help founders become awesome decision makers. And in this video, I'm sad to say, I'm here to inform you that you have the wrong idea. Now, entrepreneurship is awesome, often fun, and I think one of the most meaningful things you can do with your life. But it is also really, really difficult in a lot of different ways. I launched my first startup when I was 24 or something. It was actually a YouTube channel about esports, in fact, randomly. And I didn't know anything about business or marketing or sales or how to build a product. I just wanted to make something, to ship something to an audience that would love what I was making, to create something that didn't yet exist, but that I knew would be really valuable out there in the world. I believe many of you can relate to that feeling. And that intuition, that entrepreneurial mindset and fire, that's a very good thing, of course. But it only takes us so far. What I had to unlearn over my subsequent startup journeys was that ideas are worth something. Reality is they are not. Ideas are cheap, abundantly so. What is valuable, what is scarce? Now that is the true, genuine understanding of the target needs of the audience that you seek to serve. And audience is a term I really recommend we use above customer or user, as it implies a relationship of reciprocity and of empathy. Because empathy is really the key to successful innovation. As entrepreneurs, we have a lot of ideas and we tend to fall in love with them. And that is problematic because you have the wrong idea. And I certainly do too. Back in 2012, I launched my first real startup with investors and everything. And me and my co-founder, we were studying at a school called Hyper Island at the time here in Sweden. And we had a student project that gave us the opportunity to build a prototype of an iPad app that was designed to help speech therapists rehabilitate lost language skills among stroke patients. It's called aphasia. And we got some initial traction, and that was all we needed. We were hooked, and we wanted to create a company and ship a product that people would love to use. Now, I'll spare you the details of how this ended up after 2 years as one of my favorite failures. The essence is this. Our idea wasn't bad. And in fact, we built a decent product before we went bust. But it was not 10 times better than the current way of doing things. Me and my co-founder, we were too eager, too arrogant perhaps, to disregard our own ideas and sit down with our audience, the speech therapists and the stroke patients, and truly learn to be actively listening to what their needs were. We built the features and the systems that we thought would kick ass. And perhaps they did, but they were the wrong ones. We did not design for the target needs. We designed based on what we thought would be cool. I think a couple of you can relate to that as well. Ultimately, we did not succeed in converting any audience members or users into paying customers. We were the wrong people for that idea because we did not have sufficient empathy, not the required interest in the struggle at hand to be the ones to build something new that could overcome that struggle. But that's okay, because your first idea is only that, a first stab at trying to fulfill a target need. There will be plenty of other ideas because they come and go. What remains true, what remains the constant, now that is the target needs of the audience you seek to serve. Winning entrepreneurs, they fall in love with neither the idea nor, as is commonly proposed, the problem. They fall in love with the target needs because that will remain true for the duration of their startup journey, something they can navigate by as market trends go up and down, inflation and technology shifts. A target need will remain something you can make decisions around for a very long time. And as for me, with VentureQuest Academy, my audience is startup founders. And the need I'm trying to fulfill is how to become great decision makers, how to become strategic. And speaking of which, this week I have launched the first real product of VentureQuest Academy, which is the Startup Mastery Coaching Program, which is aimed at founders and other leaders of innovation at venture-backed companies in the earlier stages. And it's a live digital coaching program. So if that sounds like you, there's a link below that you can check out all the details through. You can book your free 1-hour discovery call with me. We can start build your map and see if this approach to strategy is right for you and your company. But I'm curious, who are you building for? And what are the target needs of your audience? And do you have the required level of empathy to make sure that whatever you're building is 10 times better than the status quo? Would love to hear your thoughts and reflections below in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, do consider giving it a like and perhaps even subscribing. I will see you again next week. The game has only just begun.